So what do you need to know about Alabama's domestic violence laws? First thing you need to know is that when criminal offenses occur within the context of what the law defines as a domestic relationship, Alabama treats those criminal offenses differently. So for example, if I was to go in a bar and punch someone out, it would be treated differently than if I was to go punch out my wife or my cousin or something like that. So how do they define domestic relationships? Well, of course, you'd need to look at the statute, but typically it will include things like spouses, and children, and parents, and child. It can even include roommates and people who have a child in common. There are 3 degrees of domestic violence crimes in Alabama: first, second, and third degree. The most serious of these, domestic violence in the first degree, can carry up to 99 years in prison. Domestic violence in the second degree carries up to 20 years in prison. And domestic violence third degree, which is the least serious of them, carries up to a year in jail. Now, there are also other domestic violence crimes, such as domestic violence by strangulation, interference with an emergency call, and things like that. If you are charged with a domestic violence crime, of course, you need to talk to your attorney. A domestic violence conviction can carry collateral consequences. For example, it can affect somebody's rights to possess firearms. It can impact your ability to maintain or secure employment. For all of these reasons, if you're accused of a domestic violence crime, you really need to talk to an attorney as quickly as possible. Of course, if you want our help, just give us a call. I'm happy to speak with you. I don't charge for an initial case evaluation. If you are charged with these things, it is not necessarily the end of the world. Many of these cases can be resolved in a way that is favorable and that protects the person who is accused.